Good morning, students. In our last class, we have completed the lesson Little Bobby, and I hope you all have remembered the story. What is the story about? Little Bobby was a story of a trouble-making boy who wanted a bike for his birthday. Little Bobby asked his mother to buy a red bike for him for his birthday, but the mother wanted to make Bobby think on his behavior and asked him to think about how he had behaved that year. She asked him to write a letter to God and tell him why he deserved a bike for his birthday. Bobby wrote 4 letters to God requesting him for a red bike. While writing letters, he learned that he did not deserve to get a bike for his birthday, but he wanted to have the bike at any cost. It is fun to know that finally Bobby went to church and stole the statue of Mary, the Mother of God. Then he wrote a letter to God. He wrote that he had kidnapped the God's mother. He demanded God to send the bike if he wanted to see his mother again. So that was the story which we have completed. So today we are moving to the new lesson, that is unit 2, a reading, true height. So if you see in your textbook, read the following quotation and answer the questions that follow. Here is the quotation. What is the quotation? Dream and dream high, for dreams lead to thoughts and thoughts lead to actions. So what does this quotation mean? So suppose we have a dream. Suppose you take an example of yourselves that you want to secure first rank in the class. It is your dream. So you are dreaming about it that you want to become first in class. So the dreaming is not enough actually. So that dream leads to thoughts. What you will do if I want to get first rank? What should I do? How should I read? How should I prepare for the examination? That is your thought. And when this dream lead to thought, obviously thought will lead to action. Now you have planned, you are thinking how to prepare. Then after you thought about it, after you think how to study, you have a plan in your mind. Then you will start reading in that way. That is called action. So dream and dream high, for dreams leads to thoughts and thoughts lead to actions. So this is what the quotation is. So what according to you does this quotation express? According to us, this quotation expresses that one should have a dream. Dream means a goal or an ambition. If a person has a goal in life, he or she thinks about it seriously. When a person thinks about it, he or she takes up a plan of action in order to get success. So it is essential to have goal in life. And also, everyone should set a higher goal to get the best out of him or her. Just now I told you, if you want to get first rank in the class, you have your own thought and you have your own plan how to implement and how to read, isn't it? That is what here. Second, is it essential to dream high? How can one make one's dream come true? Is it essential? It is absolutely essential to dream high. When a person has higher dream, he or she works to the best of their potential to realize it. Dream provides necessary motivation to work for it. The higher the dream, the higher is the motivation. So now if you see the lesson, true height, this story talks about the feelings of an athlete as he pursues his dream. Read about a nerve wracking day in Michael Stone's life as he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career. It is an awe inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. So, this story, True White, talks about what? Talks about the feelings of an athlete as he pursues his dream. So, read about a nerve wracking day in Michael Stone's life. What is the name of this athlete here? Michael Stone. As he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career. So, people who are in the sports career, we call them as athlete. So, it is an awe-inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. His arms were sweating. He needed a towel to dry his grip. A glass of ice water quenched his thirst but hardly cooled his intensity. The astroturf he sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. The pole was set at 17 feet. That was 3 inches higher than his personal best. Michael Stone confronted the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. The stands were still filled with about 20,000 people, even though the final race had ended an hour earlier. Yes, here it is a story about an athlete in National Junior Olympics. By listening the word Olympics itself, you might have got in your mind. Even now in Tokyo, Olympics are going on, and some of our Indian athletes, sports persons, have secured medals also, isn't it? So here also Olympic conducted for juniors, National Junior Olympics, this one. So see here, his palms were sweating, means perspire, and he need a towel to dry his grip. Whenever if sweat comes, what we will do? We will wipe that sweat with a towel or a handkerchief, isn't it? Even he also need a towel to dry his grip. And a glass of ice water quenched means satisfy. So a glass of cool water has satisfied his thirst but hardly cooled his intensity, means quality of being intense. The astroturf means a type of artificial grass surface used especially for sports grounds. So I think you know this artificial grass surface. Even this we can see nowadays in restaurants, in some public areas, even in some houses also near gardens they are using it. So here what is this? He sat on what he sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. So when he sat on that astroturf, he felt the heatness, means how much competition he was facing, that much hot he was feeling when he sat on that astroturf. So the pole was set at 17 feet, and that was 3 inches higher than his personal best. Michael Stone confronted means to deal with a problem or difficult situation. So suppose you only think you have a ability or capacity to carry some 10 kgs. Take an example of 10 kgs weight you can carry. Instead of 10, if your mother asks you to carry 12 kgs, is it possible? You can't. Even here also, his actual height means the pole was at what height he can was 14 feet he can, but 3 feet 14 inches, I'm sorry, the pole was set at 17 feet. So to the target which he can, means generally what was his height, is means the 17 feet is 3 inches higher than his personal best, means, so it was a challenge for him. So challenging day for his pole vaulting career. So pole vault means a sport in which you use a long pole to swing over a high barrier. So here in the image also they have given the how they will be pole vaulting, how they will use that long pole to swing over a high barrier. They have shown it clearly in 1 to 10 steps. So the stands were still filled with about 20,000 people. Stands in sense the audience. How many audience were filled? 20,000 people were there. And even though the final race had ended an hour earlier, the pole vaulting is truly the glamorous event of any track and field competition. The sports combines the grace of a gymnast with the strength of a bodybuilder. Pole vaulting also has the element of flying, and the thought of flying as high as a two-storied building is a mere fantasy to anyone watching such an event. Today it is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest. So see here, the pole vaulting is truly the glamorous event for any track and field competition. The sportsman combines the grace of a gymnast with the strength of a bodybuilder, and pole vaulting also has the element of flying, and the thought of flying as high as a two-storied building is a mere fantasy. Fantasy means an act of imagining things. So in this pole vaulting, along with this grace of a gymnast and also with the strength of a bodybuilder, along with these two things, another thing is the element of flying. So if you thought of flying, how much height? As high as a two-storied building is a mere fantasy. Fantasy means an act of imagining things to anyone watching such an event. So today it is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest, means a long strength for something that gives happiness. As long as Michael could remember, he had always dreamed of flying. Michael's mother read him numerous stories about flying when he was growing up. His stories were always the ones that described the land from a bird's eye view. Her excitement and passion for details made Michael's dreams full of color and beauty. Michael had this one recurring dream. He would be running down a country road. He could feel the rocks and chunks of dirt at his feet as he raced down the golden lined wheat fields. He would always outrun the locomotives passing by. He would begin soaring like an eagle. So as long as Michael could remember, he had always dreamed of flying. So Michael has a dream of flying, and his mother also read him numerous, means many, stories about flying when he was growing up. So her stories were always the ones that describe the land from a bird's eye view. Bird's eye view means view of something from a high position looking down. So her excitement and passion for details made Michael dreams full of color and beauty. Passion means to rise quickly and smoothly up into the air. So her excitement and passion for details made Michael's dream full of color and beauty. And Michael had this one recurring dream. What he would be running down a country road. What he is doing? He would be running down a country road, and he could feel the rocks and chunks of the dirt at his feet. So while he runs through that country road, he want to feel, means he could feel, he feels the rocks and chunks of dirt as at his feet. So while running, even you also, when you run on a smooth road, you can feel that the road is smooth, whereas if you run in a place filled with dirt and rocks, you can feel the difference, isn't it? So even he is also feeling the rocks and chunks of the dirt at his feet. And as he raced down the golden lined wheat fields, he would also outrun the locomotives passing by. So when he starts racing down the golden lined wheat fields, means when he runs through the wheat fields, he would always outrun the locomotives passing by. Locomotives, whatever those buses or bikes, whatever the things, he used to overrun those locomotives. So he would begin soaring like an eagle. Where he flew would always coincided with his mother's stories. His dad, on the other hand, was not a dreamer. Bert Stone was a hardcore realist. He believed in hard work and sweat. His motto, if you want something, work for it. So wherever Michael Stone flew would always coincide with his mother's stories. So but whereas his dad, on the other hand, he was not a dreamer. And what is the name of his father? Bert Stone. He was a hardcore, means strong realist, and he used to believe in hard work and sweat. And his motto means a saying that expresses aims and beliefs of a person. So his motto is, if you want something, work for it. He used to believe this line. So from the age of 14, Michael did just that. He began a very careful and regimented weightlifting program. He worked out every other day with weights, with some kind of running work on alternate days. The program was carefully monitored by Michael's coach, trainer, and father. Michael's dedication, determination, and discipline was a coach's dream. So, from the age of 14, Michael did just that. So, he began a very careful and regimented, means strict and organized weightlifting program. So, he worked out every other day with weights and with some kind of running work on alternate days. So alternate days he used to do running work, and every other day means the other day on which day he doesn't run, he used to work with weights. So The program was carefully monitored by Michael's coach. Who is Michael's coach? His father and trainer. And Michael's dedication and determination and discipline was a coach's dream. So what was the dream of Michael's coach or his father is he should be dedicated, determination and discipline was the dream of his coach. So I hope you have understood the lesson till here. There are some hard words: athlete, nerve wracking, milestone, achievement, quenched, astroturf, Olympics, confronted, challenging, pole vaulting, glamorous, numerous, excitement, locomotives, regimented, dedication, determination, discipline. And your home assignment is write hard words in your notebooks. So students, I have given you the hard words. I want you to write them neatly in your notebooks without any spelling mistakes, and I want you to send them in time. We'll be continuing the remaining part of the lesson in our next session. Thank you. Have a good day.